Hello, welcome to Touching Lives. My name is Ijoma Obiajunwa Ajama. I'm your host on this program. So today on Touching Lives, we are going on a sensitization tour to the Jehu community in Masaka district of Nasarawa State. Come with us. Let's go and find out if they have heard about the SDGs and how far they are ready to drive the SDGs to their community. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Hello, have you heard? Transforming our world, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, popularly known as Agenda 2030, was adopted in 2015 by the United Nations member states with a theme, leaving no one behind. It is a call to action for everyone to end poverty, to protect the planet, as well as ensure peace and security around the world. Join us Fridays 3 p.m. on Touching Lives as we share ideas on the progress, more to go, yet to happen, from field reports of local actions towards the implementation of the global goals. I am Ijoma Obiajunwa Ajama, co-founder, Mackenzie Touching Lives International, where I see us working on education, awareness creation, and implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. Let's join hands together to ensure sustainable development in Nigeria. If you'd like to take action or be a part of this movement, kindly send SMS to the phone number showing on the screen. Let's guide you on how best to go about it. And for those in diaspora, you can just call Mama SDGs on Skype, Ngozi Max 1. Thank you. Let's do this together. We don't believe in female education.
This sensitization program like this is coming to this community.
Soon the goals
will
go sharp.
SDGs ended in 2015, and in 2015 the SDGs came into being.
SDGs, I know, with prayers and all that, with conviction and all that, I want to believe that maybe you achieve your goal through provision of all those things.
The people, you know that something is not really taking place. We need the government to really come to this place. We need the SDGs to come and take and really come and help us in this
You're
place.
Welcome to today's episode of Touching Lives. My name is Ijoma Obiajunwa Ajama. I am your host on this program. So, while the aim and vision of the Sustainable Development Goals is to leave no one behind, the Jehu community doesn't seem to be carried along. The stark reality of the community is a sharp contrast to Abuja, which is just a few kilometers away. Majority of the residents who cannot afford to drill a borehole in their compound, they are constrained to source their drinking water and water for other purposes from the stream. And this stream, believe me, most times people defecate and do all sorts of things in that stream. The community residents, they are concerned about the sanitation of the stream, as other people also bathe in the stream. And now the residents of the Jehu community, they make up part of the 62 million Nigerians who don't have access to potable drinking water. Children in the community have to walk many kilometers every day to attend school in the neighboring village because there is only one primary school, which is the only school in the community. We spoke to the chief, and he says they have severally applied and complained to the authorities. They have requested assistance. They have received some approvals, and yet none of the projects have been implemented. And so the chief is sending a plea, he's sending a cry, and he says, if you as an individual, as a community, as an organization, as an agency, as an NGO, if there's anything you can do to help them, that please you should reach out to them and render your assistance. Is there any school around here?
Yeah, we have a primary school in this community. And just recently, we have got approval of secondary school.
Good.
So now the problem now is when we will sit down with this our members to help us, and then build up the school. Already we have made the foundation of upstairs. So it's still laying down like that. They promise us that they will come to our aid. So we are just expecting them, but we have got the approval.
This approval, when did it come?
It came last year.
Okay.
It came last year. So we are waiting.
Is there land where they will build?
Yes, there's land where they will build. We community, we have already made a foundation of upstairs. So it's there now. If they come, so that we can do at least 1 to 3, 1, 2 steps that we can start with it.
Okay.
Yes, but we have primary, we have the classes. Just last 2 months, one NGO came and renovate our primary. We are very happy with them too.
We just want to find out, have you heard about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals?
Yeah, we heard about the United the development goal since, and we have been also on it. Our community here have been also on it, working towards the development of that goal. As a community here, we have time of gathering here to discuss on the issue of the progress of the community. Things like, just as you were coming from the road, you see how our road is so bad. We have been sitting almost every time in the palace here to see that the government intervene into our road. And issue of hospitals, the health, we also have written to the government about our health here, and they have listened to us. Now, on this program, we have a community health care in Jehu here. So there are some achievements that we have got through this development in this community. If the year 2030 come, we still believe that what we have now, it will multiply before then, because the government that we are in, we are seeing the kind work that they are doing. They are not leaving this community back. Just 2 weeks ago, we are not having a village head, but on this government now, we have got a village head. We were formerly a community head, which is ward head, but today we are village head, and the Masaka is now a district where it was a village head before. So, and we quite believe that before that time, we will achieve more than this.
I will quickly want to ask, the House of Rep member or the senator in charge of this community, how do you communicate with them to hold them accountable for some of these problems you have listed now, so that we can have solutions before 2030?
Really, they are not leaving us behind. Just as you start flying from Aingi Road to about 1 kilometer, this road was done by a member of House of Representative at Abuja. So even on their campaign, when they came here, they say they are going to do more. They assure us that they will not step down until they have finished this Jehu road completely, so that our road will be better for us. We'll move, fly very nice. So we have a very good communication with them.
May I ask, what is the source of drinking water in this community? Drinking water. How do you get drinking water?
Yeah, the source of drinking water in those days when the strangers have not come, we are drinking water from the well and the river. But when people started coming, that river cannot longer contain us. So the idea of this borehole came in. Now that you find that some houses, they are having their borehole, and those that don't have a borehole, they buy water. And because even with that stream now, it will not look nice for people to drink because of the population. People go and shit anywhere, they piss anywhere, and when the rain comes, it drive the water inside where the river is. So the water is not good for drinking again. Our main source of water now is the borehole. That someone that he has enough money to drain the borehole.
Among the Sustainable Development Goals, Goal 6 is talking about clean water and sanitation.
Yes.
So now, by the year 2030, the world wants to is proposing that let there be affordable, clean drinking water for everybody. So now, maybe you would need to hold the House of Rep or the senators accountable to be able to provide portable drinking water for everybody. Because if there is portable drinking water, people will be able to defecate properly in their toilets and flush it. They will not go to the stream to go and defecate or to endanger the lives of creatures living below water. Because that is also one of the goals of the Sustainable Development Goals, to protect life below water. Yeah, because it's important. So the issue of sanitation and potable drinking water. Maybe by the next time we'll come here, we'll want to see where this present administration, where they provided potable drinking water, where they provided toilet systems for people so that people will not have to go into the bush to go and defecate.
Since you have taken a good step following the community leaders, and we are the custodians of people, you cannot get to any community and begin to follow house to house. Some people may not even allow you to enter. But if you follow through the community leaders, even he asked the town crier to announce that people should come. This type of people, caliber of people should be in the palace. So time they can team up and come. And this is the good step we have taken by going from leaders to leaders, community leaders.
I think SDG is more like NGO, though I don't know what the full word stands for. So I think it's more like NGO, that is to help in assistance of communities that are coming up. But we have challenges in our youth, which is poor educational system and dropping out of school, and also thugs like cultism and bad boys. So we hope that the SDG will assist us in tackling issues relating to cultism and bad boys, and also we'll also bring in a program that would educate our youths on the importance of education and on how to live a basic good life.
As a woman in this community, do you know your House of Rep member or your senator or the people that you elected into office?
I don't know any of them.
You don't know any of them?
I just went there to vote. We went there to vote. Okay, look at we vote. Our major aim of voting them in is for at least for us to have a good road. Okay, look at the business we are doing now. The road is not there. We don't ensure the business is not even moving in this area at all. Because if you look at the road, nobody wants to come in here. Look at from this place to junction. Initially, we were paying 50 naira to junction, but because of the bad road, Okada is collecting 150, 100 naira from these roads.
So now, how can you take it up as a woman leader? Every woman is a leader. So as a woman leader, how can you take it up now to hold them accountable, the people that were voted into office?
Because I don't know the opportunity. At least we in let's say in this kind of level, the opportunity is not given to us to at least to reach them, that we can tell them our mind. In short, most of them, they doesn't even know that there is a village here like this. We only go there to vote them. We don't know them in person.
When they were canvassing for vote, didn't they come here?
Nobody come here. We didn't see any senator or any house of rep or any house of assembly. We didn't see anybody. We only, maybe the agents will come and say, vote for this person, vote for this person.
But at least this community has a councillor, local government chairman.
It's a Carol local government. It's not just this community alone.
But there are other communities.
Yes.
Okay, but
we are under Carol local government.
But you have the chief.
Yes, there's a chief.
How can you be able to gather women and go to the chief's palace and say, Chief, help us tell these people to come and do this road. Help us tell these people to come and give us good drinking water and all those things.
On our own individual aspects, at least we have been trying. Some other time we try gather money on individual aspects to put this road in order. But at the end of the day, nothing come out. At least I'm not an indigenous of this place. So, but what people normally believe in this place is, if you are an indigenous, you can walk to anywhere, you can talk to anybody. But since I'm not indigenous, I don't have that opportunity or that privilege.
Okay. Assuming that tomorrow is the year 2030, how do you want this place to look like?
I want a lot of development to take place in this place. We want to see, even if we can get a high institution school in this place, hospital, not even one government hospital, a better school for our children to attend. So in 2030, I want this place to develop more than it. We want to see a good road network. We want to see steady lights. We want to see schools like a hospital where so many at times maybe somebody slump here, before you rush the person to where you can get a hospital, or where you can get a hospital where oxygen can be given to the person. It's not, I don't think, you have to go to Kefi. Yes, and the distance from here to Kefi, maybe before you get there, the person might have even died on the roads.
Okay, so assuming that in the year 2030, all these things that you want will be a reality. All of them are in place as you want them. Sing one song that you will sing that time. One song that you will sing.
I never knew you honor us this way. I never knew you honor us this way. I never knew you honor us this way. Honor us this way. Thank you, Jesus.
Assuming they are listening to you, your House of Assembly member, House of Rep member, senator, governor, assuming they are listening, what and what do you want them to do for your community?
You have mentioned a lot of things that, like my community, with the neighboring villages around. The poor thing we have poor plans of education. Because most of the schools, if you go to them, some of them schools in under trees, under the shade of trees, no classrooms, no seat. You see one? You cannot read well in standing position. A class teacher will come into a class for either 30 minutes or 45 minutes to teach his people. And students, the student is teaching them, they are in standing position. Some of them are on their knees listening to the teacher. How would they expect them to go home with something tangible in their brain? I think it is not valuable. Secondly, there are no better classrooms, there are no better sitting provisions for them to sit.
Please, you will need to follow up with the House of Rep, follow up with the Senator to ensure that within the next 1 year, the school is ready.
Exactly. We do so.
Yes. And then if there's a way also you can mobilize community people to also, even the women, to go to their house, sing for them, clap for them, and say, please remember our school. Yes, it will also motivate them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Children in the community have to walk many kilometers every day to attend school in the neighboring village because there is only one primary school, which is the only school in the community. We spoke to the chief, and he says they have severally applied and complained to the authorities. They have requested assistance. They have received some approvals, and yet none of the projects have been implemented. And so the chief is sending a plea, he's sending a cry, and he says, if you as an individual, as a community, as an organization, as an agency, as an NGO, if there's anything you can do to help them, that please, you should reach out to them and render your assistance.
This sensitization program like this is coming to this community.
Soon the goals go
SDGs ended in 2015, and in 2015 the SDGs came into being.
SDGs, I know, with prayers and all that, with conviction and all that, I want to believe that maybe you achieve your goal through provision of all those things.
People, you know that something is not really taking place. We need the government to really come to this place. We need the SDGs to come and take and really come and help us in this
You're
place.
welcome to today's episode of Touching Lives. My name is Ijoma Obiajumwa Ajama. I am your host on this program. Hello, welcome back. This is Touching Lives. Today on Touching Lives, we took a tour to the Jehu community in Masaka district of Nasarawa State. I hope you were able to see how we cross the rivers to be able to get to Jehu community. Follow us on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, and our Twitter page so that you can be able to see more stories from different communities on the issues arising from the Sustainable Development Goals, how far they have heard about the SDGs, the projects ongoing, the development plans they have on the SDGs, and how they are able to hold their leaders accountable for the developments in their communities. Thank you for staying tuned with us today. My name is Ijoma Obiajumwa Ajama. We will meet you again Fridays 3 p.m. on this same program. Thank you.